What it do, YouTube? I ain't been on this bitch in a minute, man. I'm just sitting around chilling, man. What I can say though is that I was depressed with the car. I wouldn't say depressed. I disliked the car when I got it back. It was a couple things that was going on with it that I disliked about it. Through it all, I mean, somewhat we got it straightened out and had an understanding about stuff, but I didn't like the way it went. You know, definitely for the amount of money that I spent on the car, and we talking bitch climbing ladders, hanging off the edge of roofs. You know what I'm saying? Like hanging off the edge of roofs, on the ladder, up the trees, in the bushes. Not labor for working for somebody else, but labor for me. You know what I'm saying? Money that came from my household, my business, to put into this car. And to having to spend the same money that I put in the car to spend it all over again, replacing the parts that I paid somebody to do in the first place. And having to repaint the car and redo the rear end and redo the suspension. And I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on, man, that I didn't like, that had me disliking the car. I didn't record the videos of the car overheating because at the time I was trying to get it situated. So, I mean, I figured that out last year sometime about what the issue, what was wrong, but I was searching for it for 6 months, figuring out why the car keep running hot, I couldn't wrap my head around it, like why it was running hot. The whole time, the hoses was ran incorrectly. So the heater hoses that was going into the that was coming from the water pump goes around into the AC hosing, I guess, whatever, to make the heat come out the car. And I remember him asking me, did I want the heat? Me personally, I don't give a fuck about it. I'm hot all the time, so I like it cool. So me personally, I'm saying, you know, I ain't finna fuck that. It don't really get hot down here anyways, cool down here anyways like that. So I'm finna go ahead on and just, okay, yeah, boom, I ain't worried about the heat. But him being the mechanic and me being the customer, I know a couple things about cars, but I'm average when it comes to certain stuff. Yeah, I know how to use my hands. Yeah, I got a lot of tools. Yeah, I know how to do stuff. But that's on me to know how to do stuff in case like something go on and something happen and I'm able to fix my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm in my shit 1, 2 o'clock in the morning and something happen and I can figure it out, and shit, I started riding around with the tools because my shit was running hot so motherfucking much. That shit was crazy. So the hoses that ran around from the water pump into the cavity of the car, and it comes back. So in these LT1s, 96 is the same thing. The Impalas, the Chevy Caprices, the Camaros, the Vets, like any one of them that come in, like all of them basically come in with that LT1, that 5.7. Even the Caprice wagons, like all of them got the same car. So I've been steady hopping up on video, couldn't find it. Then I actually seen one video of one person, he showed the hoses that he had replaced from, I think, like the red and the blue ones that people are selling. And I seen how the hoses was made. And boom, there it is. That's how I fixed my shit. He had my shit running wrong. So, and the thing about that is that, you know, me personally, me being a business owner as well, every time my clients call, I'm on it. I tell them, give me 24 hours, give me 48 hours. I know I'm out there, I'm fixing their stuff. It's like, no question at all. This is what you paid for. you know. But, and for your clients to give you a call and then you hesitant on doing something, like I thought it was the fans, because the fans kept shutting off every time the fans kept shutting off. So I'm like, damn, it got to be the fans. So I contacted them about the fans. The fans wasn't the problem though. It was the hoses. He had the hoses ran wrong. The hoses, he had both of the hoses, the receiving, I guess what I want to say, the flow and the receiving, I'm gonna say that the flow and the receiving was not going into the cavity of the car. They was going into the reservoir. So it's only one of them that go into the reservoir. So it's kind of like my fingers. This finger right here goes into the cavity of the car. This finger right here goes into the reservoir. And this hose, which is all of them are on the same hose, is just a 3-point hose. And that hose is what sucks out of the reservoir, and it comes round. So one is the pushing and one is the receiving. He had it all wrong. So I fixed that maybe like, I want to say about 4-5 months ago. And I got my car back last March. It's going on a year that I had this car back. And they had it longer than I even had it. I bought the car. I parked the car. You know, you guys could see it was white. The 24 was on there. I bought it like that. I bought it. I dropped it off. And it was parked for a whole year to the next year. Till he was ready to get the car. And I went and dropped the car off to him. So that was in 2022. So that was 21. I dropped the car off to him in 20. Well, no, 19. And I didn't receive the car until last year, March. And I'll probably owe like, I want to say like 15% of everything that I did. Rims, music, paint, interior, stars, the suspension, the doing a little the mechanical work up under the hood, all that type of stuff. It was like, you know, okay, boom, you got this done. Here go the money for this. Here go the money for that. Here go the money for this. Here go the money for that. So that's how that went. But moral of the story is, I wasn't satisfied. I had to do a lot of other things. I just recently put down on the 6.2, the LS 6.2. And it's gonna, I put down on it like last year. So the shop that I got it doing, they just basically waiting on me, waiting until I get the motor to put it down. Excuse me. It's been a little delay on the money that I was gonna have for the motor because I got some other things going on. So I kind of like pushed it back a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead on and get the, I went on ahead on and order a torque head so I can just get that OptiSpark up off of there. Because I'll say maybe another few months, probably springtime, sometime summertime, I had an engine. So with that being said, I'm gonna put the torque head on there, convert it to the earlier LS1. I really don't know the terminology of all this stuff, so I'm gonna just walk y'all through it as I go, because I'm gonna be the one putting it on. Hopefully everything goes straight. It's all plug and play, and take this off, put this on, however. I'm gonna go through the constructions. I'm gonna make a little video of it and everything as well. Because everybody makes stuff for the Caprices. I mean, everybody makes stuff for the Impalas, the Camaros, the Vets. Nobody says a god dang it thing about the Caprices. Nobody, even though it's the same engine. Nobody has no videos on the Caprices, and if they do, it's very short. It's not detailed. You know, if you guys out there like bubbles like me, they ain't telling you nothing about what's going on with this. They only telling you, oh yeah, get the LS, do this. But the LT1 is still a good motor. I mean, it turned my sixes no problem. Oh yeah, also get my drive shaft is too short because we pushed back the rear end because the rim was too big. We didn't want to cut into the body of the car. So Drive shaft, that's March 15th. Drive shaft, and I'm getting those gears up out my rear end as well, because it seems like when I turn, it seems like they slipping. And the dude them that I had do it over there on 45th Street, across the street from Murray's, they're gone now, but them dudes messed my thing up. So I'm getting those gears up out of there. I'm going to get the drive shaft longer. I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna put the torque head. So the torque head should be here. It's about 3 weeks, so it should be here within that time frame, around the same time when I get it back from the shop, from them doing the drive shaft and the gears in the rear end. So I want to do that there tomorrow. I'm gonna post a video on taking off the rest of the air pump that's on it. It's just he took it off, and the rest of the air pump, the metal that's going around, I don't know why he didn't want to take it off, but the metal that's going around, I don't have no headers on here yet. I ain't found nobody to do them. Everybody's saying that the body of the car too tight, this, that, da, 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 da. I'm just, me personally, I'm really just basically tired of the complaining about people not wanting to work on this car. That's one of the reasons why I want to just change the motor out. So that's why I'm not going to change the headers and shit, because I'm changing the whole motor regardless. But like, I want to drive it. I want to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, you know, at least shine in my car. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna have to get me another paint job. I'm gonna have to get my rims repainted. See what I'm saying? It's just like a lot of stuff that I gotta just constantly keep getting redone. The rims wasn't painted right. It wasn't powder coated. It's easily to come off. The coats on it wasn't that thick. So, I mean, everybody else said it just looked good, but when I start pointing stuff out, they're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I see it, yeah, I see it, yeah, I see it. So that gotta get redone. It's like I'm finna be spending $10,000-15,000 all over again. You know what I'm saying? On stuff that supposed to have been done right the first time. And it's crazy because the car is not no $100,000 car. But me doing all this stuff all over again, that shit gonna be damn near. You know what I'm saying? And that's not fair to me as being the customer and spent my money the way I spent my money. And it is what it is now. Water under the bridge. Money wasn't well spent. I guess it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, I apologize for people that, you know what I'm saying, checking out my channel, you know, subscribe to my channel, want to know what's going on, ain't seen it in a while. Definitely can holler at me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram information up there so you guys can link in with the Instagram. And they coming up here now with all this noise. So I'm finna go ahead on and go. What's wrong, baby?
Mommy, take TV off.
Okay, relax. I'm gonna go ahead on the go, man. I'm gonna call it a night, YouTube. See y'all later. Mom? This is 100 cashing out, one with the
I just pushed this flag.
See y'all later.